Hello, namaste everybody, and good evening. My name is Kishor. So I am going to talk about humor in the workplace.
Oh,
Now,
no, 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 no.
in this presentation today,
No, 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 no.
we'll
Shh.
talk about my story, how I became the humor researcher. So you might be interested, so that it will inspire you rather than brag about myself. I'll be inspiring you, and we'll talk about work of burnout and disengagement, and what is the real power of humor, what it does. We'll talk about that. And why don't we laugh often, despite many benefits of humor? Why humor is an underutilized tool, underutilized leadership tool. So we'll talk about that. And important question, can we learn to be funny? If so, what are the humor techniques? So I'll briefly talk about that. So regarding the humor techniques, it can be the topic of another full session, actually, 1 hour session. So maybe next time we'll do the workshop on this particular topic in greater details. But today I'll just briefly outline the humor techniques. And another important thing is managing humor, especially dark humor in the workplace. And in part 2, why and how to laugh for no reasons. So I'll explore, and we'll have a question and answer session. And after that, I'll conclude. So let's begin. So my story is that actually what happened was, I was presenting in a change management conference, and I heard the presentation from my fellow speaker. So that was the day my whole perspective on humor changed. So in this presentation today, I'll share my story as to how I laughed my way to humor research. And I'll explain why and how to be funny. So I'll inspire you to take actions. So back to my conference presentation, I started off with the academic definition of change management. I then presented my literature review, right? And I compared my work with previous research. So in a tradition, I just followed the tradition. But my audience, no, they were smartphone smart. They're scrolling through Twitter, playing Candy Crush, and then they were chatting, with their friends. But what happened? Immediately, next presenter came in, Dr. Joni. He took the stage and he was having people in stitches with his hilarious jokes. And he made me laugh so hard that milk sprouted from my nose. And I don't even drink milk. So I compared my presentation with Dr. Joni's. That was the huge eye opener. While my presentation was okay, it just didn't cut mustard. I was, looking like a bull in Chinatown. So I was rambling, rattling of facts, figures, and then I was, jargons, talking about jargons, change management, blah, blah, emotional intelligence, blah, resilience. Actually, I was drowning my audience with data. I was giving more information than the whole Australian Bureau of Statistics could handle. So I was not funny. I was dummy. While I was focused on content, Dr. Johnny was focused on connection. That is the thing, that important thing, He was like a great philosopher, Confucius, right? You can see. I will like confuse us. So the truth is, I was like high, humor impaired. I was actually suffering from terminal seriousness, a condition known as AADS, Acquired Amusement Deficiency Syndrome. So it was clear that I needed multiple doses of humor infusion. I then started reading books after books on the topics of humor. So thanks to Amazon Kindle, my wife didn't know how many books I bought, luckily. So in the process, I became the humor researcher. Actually, I wasn't trying to be a comedian, and I'm not a comedian. I just said those who can make people laugh, who can become the humor researcher. So, or humor research actually might make you chuckle, right? But they won't leave you in stitches with the soggy pants situations. So that is the difference. So anyway, why I'm talking this? Because the worker burnout is a huge problem. Let's have a look at the statistics. So Gallup's 2023 report says that 4 in 5 employees in Australia are feeling disengaged and disconnected from work. And then what is the cost? The cost of disengagement is Australian dollar $211 billion annually. You can see that it is a huge amount. And the research says only 20% of employees reported feeling engaged in their roles. And the cost again of unhappy workers, 54.8 billion per year.
Kishor, can I just stop interrupting for a minute? Your slides are not moving down. Are you supposed to use the slides, right?
They are moving now.
No.
Oh.
So you got to press the button down. Yeah. It's cool now. Thank you.
Now we can see.
Yeah.
Now it's fine. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And another statistic, according to Harvard Business Review, they found that employees were 10% more productive after watching a comedy clip. A simple comedy clip, can do the magic. And 81% of employees believe that a fun work environment would make them more productive. So that is the research, actually, research says. And another report, Robot App International. I don't know why it is called HAP, it is a full survey. It found that 91% of executives believe a sense of humor is important for career advancement. That is a promotion, go to the next higher level. While 84% feel people with a good sense of humor do a better job. So there are the statistics, it shows why humor is important. So what has it got to do with humor? So I did further research. My research indicated that humor was an underutilized tool with huge potential. And then there is a direct link, between sense of humor and then productivity. So worker burnout or workplace stress can be significantly, not just slightly, significantly, can be minimized by putting a sense of humor in the workplace. That was the conclusion, of my research. So what's the question actually? How can I create the mindset first to instantly see more humor in our daily lives as a result of taking a different angle? That is the question. And then our problem is that we're taking statements and questions from people at face value, not giving it a second thought, and staying in the literal track of the conversation. That is our problem, actually, right? So, for example, when you are asked the question, how are you? Right? We answer literally, I'm fine, to our close friends. And then, but there are many ways, to answer this question, and then to inject a sense of humor to this question. For example, you can say, I'll let you know when I figure it out, right? To your close friends, you can say that. Or you can say, do you want a short version or the long one, right? So it is important that to answer the correctly, but why waste the opportunity to both to be humorous and informative, right? So now, yeah. So humor brings perspective to any situation, right? So that is the important part of humor actually, and because humor has the potential, to change a minus sign into positive situation. If you can use humor to change the way you perceive a situation, then you can get mental health benefits from doing that. So it has got a magical ability to bring perspective in any situation. So why it is so important to create a fun workplace? Because the fun workplace creates engagement. That is the key point. It beats burnout. So that's why it has been said that work made fun gets done. And positive, funny people enjoy their work more. That is the important point. And even NASA recently suggested that when recruiting astronauts, one of the key traits they look for is a healthy sense of humor. So, in fact, your job is benefited by the use of humor and playfulness. After all, if you are too serious, if you are too busy to laugh, you are too busy. So to use humor positively at work, we must take ourselves lightly while taking our job seriously. Right? Now, the slide. So there are many benefits of humor. Actually, humor supports the change process. It increases connections, and it contributes to mind-body balance. And maximizes brain power. It maximizes your memory as well. Research has found that. And it enhances creativity because you feel safe and comfortable asking questions. So that increases innovation, actually, creativity and innovation, and it facilitates communication because it breaks down the barrier to communication and it builds relationship, rapport. Right? So there are many benefits. I'm not going to explain all of them, but there are so many benefits and they are supported by research. We are not just saying that humor is very beneficial, but there are research evidences, data to support. Now, despite the benefits, we don't laugh often. It's because of the humor myths. For example, we can say that humor is an inborn talent and it cannot be learned. No. Like any other skill, humor is a skill. Like leadership skill, communication skill, it is a skill. If it is a skill, then it can be learned. It can be developed. It can be internalized. And another myth is, if I have fun, work will not get done. No. Right? We just talked about that. That is not true. And some people say, oh, she's serious business. I will not be seen as a professional. That is not true as well. It is a skill. Even the professionals can inject humor. They can use humor in the workplace. And some people say, I had an unhappy childhood, so how can I laugh? No, that is the past thing, right? That's gone. You can still learn humor. You can still be funny. You can still have fun. And some people say we cannot measure humor. No, that's also not true. There are now many instruments actually, to measure humor, the impact of humor on the productivity, things like that. So it can be measured, yes. And I don't know jokes. I can't find any reasons to laugh in this stressful world. That is a valid point. You don't need to know jokes. That is the good news. And then there are reasons, you can still laugh without any reasons, which I'll talk in part 2 of this session. Now, why most people can develop a good sense of humor? It's because of humophobia, right? Humophobia is the fear of, punishment, fear of loss of control. You can't develop sense of humor if you don't feel comfortable around people. So that is the reason. If you are suffering from humophobia, the only way is to cross your comfort zone. And if you want to deal with fear, you need to go on despite feeling after. That is very important. And this applies to any of your endeavors, any of your efforts. So if you are humor impaired like I was, I've got good news for you. That is, humor can be learned. It is just a skill. First, we need to develop skill, right? And then that turns into behavior, and which turns into habit. So there is a relationship, skill, behavior, and habit, the relationship. So can you teach an old dog new tricks? Yes, that's what exactly I did. I taught myself. And you might say, I don't have time to learn new skills at this age. That's not true. Time can be created. It is a created thing. So now, where is humor? Humor is everywhere. Right? Where do you find humor? It is everywhere. From here to there and there to here, humor is everywhere. You just need to find. You just need to look for it. The more you look for, more you'll find. And how to be funny? To be funny, you need to look at the light side of the things. To be funny, you need to find facts. You need to be able to turn friends into friends. You need to be able to turn the problems into punchlines. So find the light side of the things, and then you can be funny. That is and then you need to be open-minded. Out of caution, if you are too open-minded, then your brain will fall out. So you need to think about that. Now humor should be managed. All types of humor are not funny. For example, sexist humor, religious humor, ethnic humor, sarcasm, they are not funny. And when delivering a bad news, or when somebody is changing a flat tire, right? So that's not funny. So you need to be careful about that. And the important thing is you don't need to try hard to be funny. When you try hard to be funny, that's when you die hard. You don't need to be funny all the time. Right? So being funny means, being humorous means you don't need to act like a monkey, on the and then roll on the floor. And too much humor is not good. And one more important thing, do not use unsafe humor. So be sensitive about the culture, people's culture, right? For example, if you go to the airport at the security gate, and then if you joke about carrying a gun or carrying a bomb, no, you will go to the prison. That's unsafe, So you need to be very careful. And there are also inappropriate humor. The humor, for example, in some situation may not be funny in another situation or in another culture. For example, in Australia, we joke about so many things, and then if you go to Japan, so that may not be related, that may not be appropriate. So you need to be sensitive about the culture as well. Now, as I said, humor techniques. So my plan was, to talk about the humor techniques in greater detail. But as we are going to do laughter yoga, then I cancel. So, but I can just outline the humor techniques, and then we can do this, in next program, next workshop. So play on words, right? It's just about playing with words. So most of humor is about playing with words. You have heard of work-life balance, work-life balance, but to me it's all about work-life balance. I just played with the word and laugh with yourself. It is called self-deprecating humor, right? For example, you can say something like, for me, my only talent is sleeping. I could do it with my eyes closed, but I have many hidden talents. Like what? I don't know. They are hidden. Self-deprecating humor, is very, very, very useful. The safest kind of humor. You laugh at yourself. And then another technique is definitions or redefinitions. For example, we have community, right? SKI community. What is community? A community is a group of people who can do nothing individually and decide collectively that nothing can be done. Right? Just numerous definition, not a literal definition, numerous. A community is a group of people who can do nothing individually and decide collectively that nothing can be done. And another is abbreviations or acronyms. For example, SKIC, right? You can say something like silly kangaroos in charge. A community of kangaroos in charge of bouncing ideas and having a happy time. Right? Just acronyms, the abbreviations. PhD is like, permanent head damage. Right? You can say something that just fun, as part of the fun. And quotations, they are very important and they are very frequently used. For example, we do 9 to 5 job, right? It's called rat race. The trouble with the rat race is that even if you win, you are still a rat. And then our slogans, poor spellers of the world, unite. Right? And there is another one, rule of three. What is marriage? Marriage is a 3-ring circus. Engagement ring, wedding ring, and suffering. And that is rule of three. And then there is joke, of course, very popular, right? Funny stories or jokes. For example, let me tell you a joke, quick joke. Yeah, 3 kids are bragging about their fathers. My father is the fastest, says the first kid. He can run 10 kilometers in 2 minutes. That's nothing, says the second. My father can run 10 kilometers in 1 minute. You don't understand what the fast means, says the third one. My father's work ends at 5 and he's home by 3:45. Just joke, So we have more techniques, more than 7 techniques. Perhaps in the next workshop, I can talk about that in greater details. Now, yeah, we are already here, part 3. So we are not going to do laughter yoga today, but I can just discuss what it is, so you will know. So laughter yoga is a process, which you can do, whereby you can laugh without any reasons, even if you are not in a mood to laugh. It is an aerobic exercise program where you can do anywhere, in a group, at home, at any place, with anybody. Usually it is done in a group, but you can do it by yourself. So why laugh? I already talked about the benefits of humor. But the benefit of laughter is that it flushes your lungs. It oxygenates your body and mind. Right? So we have heard the saying, right? Laughter is the best medicine. Right? Laughter is the best medicine, but if you laugh without any reasons, then you need medicine. But this philosophy, this saying has been objected in recent days. You can laugh without any reasons, actually. Right? How can you laugh without any reasons? The answer is laughter yoga. And why laughter yoga works? It works because of theory of motion. Because theory of motion creates motion. Our body's behavior actually can direct our mind. That is the new research finding. And our body does not know the difference between real laughter and fake laughter. That's why laughter yoga works. So there are 3 reasons to practice laughter yoga. There are 3 principles. Laughter yoga should be unconditional. Laughter yoga does not rely on comedy or jokes. So you don't need to know any jokes. We can laugh without any reasons, without any jokes. Doesn't rely on the comedy or jokes. And then the thing about jokes is that people may not understand the joke, right? All people. It depends on their educational qualifications or level of understanding or the context. But laughter, it is universal. It is universal language. And laughter should be sustained. When you hear a joke, it's just momentary. You just laugh for a few seconds. But laughter yoga, it is sustained. We laugh for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even for 30 minutes, even for 1 hour. It is sustained laughter. Right? To get the health benefit, we need the sustained laughter. So that our lungs can flush, as they said. Right? So it oxygenates our body and also our mind. And another thing is, it should be deep. It should be coming from our diaphragm in laughter yoga. So we use our body actually to laugh in laughter yoga. So it's a deep laughter, not just momentary laughter, coming from the diaphragm. And laughter yoga marks a distinction between joy and happiness. Actually, happiness is a state of mind, and it is conditional. But the joy is eternal. So laughter emphasizes on joy. So there is nothing funny about laughter yoga, but it's all about having fun. So in laughter yoga, what we say is we don't laugh because we are happy. We are happy because we laugh. Right? Anybody can laugh when they are happy. Right? We are happy because we laugh. It means your body's behavior can control. So, and now there are 4 steps of laughter yoga. The first step is clapping. Clapping, right? In the rhythm of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Because we cannot do, I was going to demonstrate, but we are not many here, we can participate. So we are not going to do it, but I'm just telling you how it works. And then second step is, we cultivate childlike happiness, childlike playfulness, and we chant, and then, and then ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ha, ha, ho, ha, ha, right? So if everybody does that, then, that sounds very, very nice, hilarious, right? But we cannot do it. We are not doing it. And then, as I said, step 2 is childlike playfulness. So sometimes we, this, we used to be so happy when we were children over even small things, right? So we cultivate that happiness, that playfulness in laughter yoga. And then we chant like, very good, hey. And then the step 3 is deep breathing exercise. That is why it's called laughter yoga, because it involves breathing, pranayama, right? And then when laughing, we inhale, and then we hold our breath. And then when exhaling, then we laugh. And then we laugh, actually, roaring laughter. It's not suckling. It's not like, it's not like, no. It's not like giggling, no. It's like roaring laughter, like, roaring laughter, right? So if everybody roars, then it creates a different, very funny, romantic, very fun vibe. And then number 4, we have actual laughter exercises, the 4th step. And then the good thing about laughter yoga is that you can create your own exercise. That is the main reason I was attracted to laughter yoga. Because creativity, you can create your own, right? So now, for example, first laughter yoga is greeting laughter. What we do, we stand up, right? And then we look into the eyes, eye connection, and then we greet people in our own ways. We say namaste, konnichiwa, whatever, right? In our own way. Or you can also do high five. And second laughter is ants in your pants. Ants means automatic negative thoughts. Right? So we pretend that, we imagine all our negative thoughts as ants. They're crawling around our pants, and then we shake them off and then laugh. It is actually very, very, very funny when we do it in real life. Very funny. And another one is dot dump laughter. So there is a story, I also tell a story. Every laughter yoga exercise is followed by a story. every single one. So first I tell the story, and then we shake the dot off, and then we laugh. And pain on the knee laughter, right? Here also, I tell a story, and then we imagine having a minor pain on our knees, right? And then we laugh. And binocular laughter, that is also another important laughter, right? It's all about changing our perspective. So I tell the story, and then we imagine that we are looking through a binocular, right? And then we laugh. And then two magic words laughter, same thing. I tell a story, right? And then we laugh. Hug yourself laughter. Yeah, that is also a very interesting story about an unhappy crow, right? And then after I tell the storytelling, then we do the exercise, laughter. And then that's the last one for today, or the celebration laughter. We celebrate. We celebrate our wins, even small wins. Because that motivates you. If you celebrate your wins, that motivates you to work further. You should acknowledge your wins, your rewards in life. So, and then we just celebrate, So, yes, that's it, basically. It was, I was going to do the laughter exercises, actual exercises, and then have fun, but we don't have many participants. Maybe we can do at another time. So if you have any questions, yeah, you can chat, right? Send me, or you can just talk, we are not many people here anyway.
Yeah, thank you, Kishor. Yeah, it was an interesting and insightful presentation. I've been through your presentation once last year during the entrepreneurial, exhibition, a conference in the Hyatt Hotel in the city, right? Hope you remember.
Yeah, that's right.
For me, a lot of things that you mentioned today was quite familiar already. If we could do some practical as well, it would be more fun. I think it was more theoretical today. But I have one question, you said that sense of humor is something that you can learn. You don't have to be born with sense of humor. But what I've found is like people who try to be funny, they're not really funny, I'm telling you honestly. You gotta have natural sense of humor. And it's a trait that I think you said you can learn, but it's very difficult to learn, I guess. What do you think?
Good question. That's why I said, if you try hard to be funny, that's when you die hard, right? So too much funny, is not good. And then you don't need to try hard as well. So you should come, naturally. So that's why, it is skill. That's why we have got techniques there, humor techniques, what to do in what situation, right? So there are many techniques, Many techniques. I was going to discuss those, in greater details, maybe next time. So that's why we have techniques, tools. It is like a magic, Randy, it is like a magic. The magician does his magic, right? So his magic, but audience doesn't know, right? Same thing. It's the same thing. We have techniques and tools. So we use.
Some people, they try to be funny by bullying others, by belittling other people.
The thing
That's
is,
also not good.
Rather than trying to be funny, you need to learn how to have fun. That is important. If you have fun, then you'll be funny. You look funny, So being funny is not that important. Having fun is important, especially in the workplace. And then we have techniques. That's why we have techniques. And then even if you don't know any techniques, for example, joke is one of the techniques, right? but not the main techniques. You do not need to know any jokes
Mm.
at all. Still, you can have fun. You can be funny. You can be likable, right?
Yeah.
So that is why we have techniques, and then even if you don't know any techniques, we have got laughter area. You can still have fun and still have the health benefits of laughter.
Yeah, I agree. I always tell my team members that, have fun and get more done. You know,
Yes, exactly.
because when you're enjoying what you're doing,
Yeah.
it's not like a job.
Yes, work made fun gets done.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So,
I have a question.
yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure, Sushil,
Um,
please.
how do you find the balance in while using self-deprecating humor, as you said, laugh at yourself at a workplace?
Yeah.
Because in my sort of experience, gender and self-deprecating humor sometimes it's hard to balance to try and sort of make not would I wouldn't say try to be funny, but how would you find a balance in between
Yes.
having it like a self-deprecating humor which is not too seen as a lack of competence in the workplace,
Very good
especially
point.
if
Very
you're
good
working
point.
in
Yes.
a,
Yeah.
like gender sort of gender concentrated roles, like let's say if you are working where you've got very high percentage of your male
Yes.
co-workers. So yeah, I would be interested to know what your suggestion would be in this situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Good question. Very good question. The thing is, you can always find the balance, right? So self-deprecating humor should not be done too much, actually, because that way you lose your credibility, right? So you need to be careful. And then it also depends on the position. The higher
Yeah,
you are in a position, right, you should use, less self-deprecating humor. And then another thing, for example, you are just general worker, right, using
yeah,
Excel, and if you frequently say, this Excel thing, I don't know how to use it. I could never learn it. If you keep saying that, then you lose your creativity, right?
that's
You lose
exactly what,
creativity, yeah. And then maybe people will think, oh, maybe he really doesn't know Excel, maybe, right? And then if you are a leader, for example, oh, this leadership thing, I never could learn this thing. Oh, if you keep saying that, then people will believe you. Or maybe you are right, maybe you don't know, you don't have any leadership skills. So you can find a balance actually, by doing that, practicing, but that is a good point. If you do it too much, then you lose the credibility.
thank you.
That is the thing.
I think from my experience, my suggestion to Sushilaji would be like, if you want to laugh at yourself, do it in privacy, don't do it in public. Because
No,
sometimes
no, no. Not really.
people
Nancy.
people
You
don't
can do,
follow people who are weak and make lots of mistakes and laugh at themselves. People only
no, you
follow
can do in
strong
public
leaders.
as well, right? With your people, right? Of course. But that should be moderate.
Mhm. Yeah,
You can do, because if you self-deprecate, laugh at ourselves, then people think, oh, you are a very safe person. They can trust you, right?
yeah.
So that's very good thing, actually. Self-deprecating humor is very, very good. Best form of humor.
Mhm.
But as we said, right, we should do it, moderately, not too much.
Okay. Okay. Is there any more questions? Maybe can I ask someone to ask any questions? Like, Bhavna, do you have any questions? Because you were saying earlier that you really want to skip the rat race and use humor to, you know, refresh your mood or anything on that topic. You have a question, maybe?
It would be very interesting to be participated in that humor yoga
Mm.
Yeah,
and to
yeah,
get that
absolutely.
first-hand experience. Like Ryan Dai said, today is a bit of introduction about humor in the workplace, but a practical one would be more fruitful for us. So looking forward for it.
Okay. I'm sure we'll have a laughter yoga one day soon. Because
Yeah.
yeah, we don't
We
have
have
enough
time, no, maybe.
people today. As you said, it won't be that interesting with the limited people we have. Maybe I'll just share a joke to make you guys laugh, if I can. Um, right. There were like three Indian women, married women. Because पहिला हामीले we talk about not having here and Ganjapan. It's a joke about the same topic. So the three women were talking to each other, like, they were planning for a wedding party and what to wear. And one lady said, my husband has a red hair, so I'll wear the red sari. And the second one said, oh, my husband has black hair, so I'll wear the black sari. And the other one said, oh no, my husband is bald. What can I wear now? Is it funny? Okay, I saw
Yeah.
this joke on TikTok. Okay. Yes, so do you have any other questions? Krishnaji,
Yeah.
Yes.
कृषि
हजुर।
तपाईँको पनि यही टपिकमा एक्सपर्टिज भएकोले तपाईँले के एड गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ कि मतलब कसरी
होइन, अब
युवालाई
यो
हामीले
उहाँले किशोर सरले एकदमै यसमा अहिले उहाँको मैले यो भिडियो हेर्दा एकदम स्टडी गर्नु भएको छ। अब यसले झन् त्यो सपोर्ट गर्छ कि अब अहिले यहाँसम्म मेरो चाहिँ उसमा के भइरहेछ, मैले प्र्याक्टिकल नै फेस टु फेस होइन फिजिकल नै दिइरहेको छु कि यसरी उसमा कुरा पनि गरेको छैन र फिजिकल्ली गर्नुको त्यसको चाम नै अर्कै छ। अब तर
ठिक छ।
फिजिकल्ली हामी हुन नसक्दा कम्तीमा यतिबाटै भए पनि यो पनि एउटा मेसेज जान्छ र मान्छेलाई यस्तो हुन्छ भनेर थाहा पनि हुन्छ।
हो।
धेरैलाई के थाहा छैन भने लाफ्टर योग भनेको मान्छे गलल हाँस्छन् त्यत्तिकै हाँस्ने होइन, यसको लजिक छ कि। यो अघि डाक्टर साहब उहाँले देखाउनु भयो नि जुन क्लिप्सहरू त्यहाँ स्लाइड, त्यो मेन रिजन। म हिजो एउटा प्रोग्राममा गएको अनि त्यहाँ मैले एकछिन गराएपछि उहाँहरू र मैले अहिलेसम्म 90%, 90 भन्दा पनि 99% मान्छे चाहिँ यो लाफ्टर योगाको बारेमा जब एउटा प्र्याक्टिकल सेसन लिनुहुन्छ र त्यसको बारेमा सुन्नुहुन्छ, उहाँहरूले चाहिँ बिलिभ नै गर्न सक्नुहुन्न कि यस्तो पनि हुन्छ भनेर के। अनि 99%ले चाहिँ यसलाई चाहिँ फेरि राम्रो मान्यो, त्यसलाई अप्लाई गर्न सकिन्छ। तर के उहाँले के सोच्नुहुन्छ भने जस्तो त्यो हाँस्नुपर्छ भन्ने चाहिँ मेसेज चाहिँ उहाँहरूको माइन्डमा चाहिँ सेट हुँदो रहेछ कि। अनि मैले सुरुमा अरूमा त केही गरिनँ, त्यो फेसबुकमा एउटा दुईवटा भिडियोहरू राख्न थालेको थिएँ मैले सुरुमा, अलिअलि राख्न थालेँ। अनि मान्छेलाई त्यसलाई हेर्न थाल्नुभयो, रमाइलो लाग्यो। त्यसपछि उहाँहरूले त्यो रेगुलर हेर्न थाल्नु भएछ कि। अनि अब अहिले कस्तो भएछ भने त्यो भिडियो राख्दा राख्दा कोही मान्छेले मलाई भेट हुँदाखेरि पनि त्यो भिडियो हेरेपछि मलाई देख्दाखेरि पनि म हाँसे आउँदैन, तर उहाँहरू हाँसेर भेट्नुहुन्छ कि मसँग। यो कमालको। त्यो हेर्दा हेर्दा चाहिँ मान्छेको माइन्डले, ब्रेनले पनि के गर्दो रहेछ। मेरो पनि लाइफमा त्यस्तै भइरहेछ अहिले। कसरी अलिकति अप्स एन्ड डाउन, टाइम मिलाउन कहिलेकाहीँ एकदमै। आज पनि यो अर्को मिटिङ थियो अनि मैले त्यही पनि बल्ल बल्ल यहाँ टाइम मिलाएर हजुरहरूसँग कनेक्ट हुनलाई मैले मिलाएँ कि त्यो। अनि यस्तो हुँदाहुँदै पनि लाफ्टर योगा गरिरहेको भएर ब्रेनले के मेसेज दिन्छ भने यति हुँदाहुँदै पनि बी ह्याप्पी है, हाँस तिमी हाँस भनेर ब्रेनबाट मेसेज आए जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई। अनि अप्स एन्ड डाउन्स आर पार्ट अफ लाइफ भन्छ नि, त्यसैलाई चाहिँ प्र्याक्टिकल्ली पनि यसलाई यो लाफ्टर योगाले मलाई सपोर्ट गरेको छ क्या। अनि त्यो भएर म यसमा चाहिँ एकदमै आफूलाई चाहिँ अब मेरो मिसन नै के छ भने मैले यसलाई अगाडि बढाउने र जसलाई त्यहाँ कुनै जात धर्म कुनै एउटा लिमिटेसन होइन कि, जसलाई भेटे पनि जसरी भेटे पनि हाँसो, यो लाफ्टर हेज नो ल्याङ्ग्वेज भन्छ नि त। भनेको किसको ल्याङ्ग्वेज हो नि यो त अब युनिभर्सल ल्याङ्ग्वेज हो नि त त्यस कारणले यसलाई यो गर्न सकिन्छ भनेर म यसमा लागिरहेको छु र फेरि पनि फ्युचरमा कहिले हजुरहरूसँग जोडिने मौका पाएँ भने अझै एक्सपिरियन्स सेयर गर्छु म
हामी गर्छौँ मिल्यो भनेदेखि आज पार्टिसिपेन्ट एकदमै कम भयो कि के भयो
होइन
भने
ठिक छ हजुर ठिक छ
यसलाई कार्यक्रम रहेछ क्या आज अहिले
कम्तीमा यति भए पनि हाम्रो भयो नि त आज होइन यो पनि एउटा स्टार्ट राम्रो स्टार्ट भयो नि त अनि त्यही भएर म अहिले चाहिँ मेरो फेरि अर्को मिटिङमा जानु पर्यो म अहिले हजुरहरूसँग अहिले छुट्टिन्छु
हामी अब लाग्छौँ ल
थ्याङ्क यू
एकदम खुसी लाग्यो फेरि त आउनुभयो भोट गर्नुभयो
we have question from Sulabji.
ए ल ल ल
हजुर गरौँ न
ए ल
हजुर Sulabji.
हजुर मेरो क्वेसन चाहिँ के छ sometimes like we might want to be humorous, but then we might not be aware what the other people might be going through. So त्यस्तो बेलामा चाहिँ त्यसलाई कसरी ह्यान्डल गर्ने लाइक सर्टेन अब काममा हुँदा अथवा कतै कतै अरू बेला पनि तर अर्को मान्छे चाहिँ लाइक अब उनीहरू आफ्नो कुनै स्ट्रेस हुनसक्छ लाइक मेबी एनिथिङ द्याट क्यान बी एनिथिङ होइन अनि मेबी हामी ह्युमरस हुन खोज्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब मेबी त्यसको नेगेटिभ इम्प्याक्ट झन् पर्न जान सक्ने पनि हुनसक्छ
त्यो त हो त्यो चाहिँ राम्रो क्वेसन गर्नुभयो होइन अघि चाहिँ हामीले एउटा सानो स्लाइड थियो नि अनसेफ ह्युमर इनएप्रोप्रिएट ह्युमर भनेर होइन त्यो सिचुएसन त बुझ्नु पऱ्यो नि त आफूले होइन
होइन कहिलेकाहीँ हामीलाई थाहा नै नहुन सक्छ नि त लाइक त्यो अब लाइक नर्मली बिहेभ गरिरहेको हुनसक्छ तर अब लाइक कहिलेकाहीँ अब त्यो त्यति कुराले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो मान्छेलाई इफेक्ट हुनसक्छ त्यस्तो कुराहरू चाहिँ जस्ट इन केस त्यस्तो भयो भने त्यो एक्सेप्सनलाई चाहिँ कसरी ह्यान्डल गर्ने भन्नु खोजेको लाइक
लाफ विथ नट एट भन्नु भन्छ क्या त्यो माथि हामीले चाहिँ हाँस्ने हुने कि होइन लाफ विथ सँगै हाँस्ने हो होइन अब लाफ्टरले चाहिँ हेल्प गर्छ त्यो सिचुएसनमा भने हामीले हाँस्ने हो गर्दैन भने त हाँस्नु भएन नि त त्यो त सिचुएसन त बुझ्नु पऱ्यो फर इक्जाम्पल कोही मान्छे बिरामी आएको छ होइन बिरामी छ अब त्यो कतिको बिरामी छ ठिकै अलिअलि बिरामी छ भनेदेखि हाँसेको पनि सम्झौँ कि हेर्नुहोस् कति होइन एउटा चाहिँ लाफ्टर योगाको हाम्रो एउटा चाहिँ पोइन्ट थियो त्यहाँ एउटा स्लाइड थियो माइनर इन्जुरिज भनेर क्या होइन लाफ एट नी पेन भनेको थियो त्यहाँ मैले पुरा गर्ने बाँकी थियो त्यो चाहिँ आज गरेनौँ अब त्यस्तोमा त हाँसेर पनि सम्झाउने हुन्छ कति होइन लाफ एट माइनर पेन्स अब मान्छे एकदम बिरामी भएको हाँस्नु भएन नि त त्यस्तो बेलामा हाँसेको त फाइदा हुँदैन कसैलाई पनि त्यो भएर चाहिँ यु डोन्ट निड टु लाफ अल द टाइम भन्नु एउटा स्लाइड थियो नि होइन सधैँभरि हाँस्ने होइन नि त स्ट्राटेजिक बेसिसमा हाँस्ने हो क्या हामी फेरि कमेडियन पनि त होइन फेरि हाम्रो उद्देश्य जति पनि मान्छेलाई हँसौँ भने त होइन नि त ह्युमर एट द होइन इन द वर्क प्लेस मिन्स स्ट्राटेजिक सिचुएसनमा स्ट्राटेजिक प्लेसहरूमा होइन अनि टुल्स युज गरेर फेरि टुल्सहरू पनि छैन मैले अलिक सरसरी त बताएँ होइन सो मैले व्याख्या गर्नु आज पाइनँ व्याख्या गरेनौँ होइन नेक्स्ट टाइममा व्याख्या गर्ने हो मोर इक्जाम्पल्स दिन्छु होइन नेक्स्ट टाइममा चाहिँ एक्ज्याक्टली हाउ टु युज भनेर क्या हाउ टु एप्लाई द ह्युमर टेक्निक्स ह्युमर टुल्स होइन भनेर चाहिँ भन्छु र अनि इक्जाम्पल पनि दिन्छु नेक्स्ट वर्कसपमा होइन त्यो तपाईँले भने उठाएको क्वेसन एकदम ठिक हो क्वेसन त्यो त सिचुएसन त आफूले पनि बुझ्नु पऱ्यो त्यो त होइन सिचुएसन आफूले बुझ्नु पऱ्यो ह्युमरले फाइदा हुन्छ कि हुँदैन त त्यो सिचुएसनमा जस्तो ह्युमरको लागि तपाईँको ह्युमर चाहिँ कन्फ्लिक्ट रिजोल्युसन भन्ने हुन्छ नि र त्यहाँ पनि गर्न सकिन्छ होइन नेगोसिएसनमा युज गर्न सकिन्छ नेगोसिएसन गर्न लानुभएको छ होइन एउटा पार्टीले एउटा कुरा गरिरहेको छ अर्को पार्टीले गरिरहेको छ एकदमै टेन्स हुन लाग्यो इन्भाइरोमेन्ट भने सुस्त हँसाइदिनुहोस् होइन मान्छेलाई पनि अनि के हुन्छ त भनेदेखि सबै डिजल्भ हुन्छ क्या टेन्सन होइन एउटा अब त्यो ह्युमर चाहिँ अब सिचुएसन हेरेर हुन्छ अब कहाँ गर्ने के गर्ने भन्ने होइन त्यो अलि थोरै कमन सेन्स पनि हो अनि अर्को टुल्स पनि हो त्यो पार्टिकुलर सिचुएसनमा कस्तो चाहिँ ह्युमर टुल युज गर्ने त फेरि होइन मैले भने जस्तो चाहिँ अनि हामीले सेल्फ डेप्रिकेटिङ ह्युमरको कुरा गऱ्यौँ नि अब आफूले आफैमाथि होइन व्यङ्ग्य गर्ने क्या आफूलाई हौदा हँसाइदिनु पनि भयो आफ्नो कमजोरीमाथि होइन त्यो पनि एकदम सिरियस फर्म अफ ह्युमर हुन्छ त्यस्तो बेलामा चाहिँ अर्कालाई पो चाहिँ गर्नु भएन टार्गेट बनाउनु भएन आफूलाई टार्गेट बनाउनु त सकिन्छ नि त होइन हो त्यस्तो हुन्छ त्यो एकदम राम्रो क्वेसन गर्नुभयो होइन त्यसको लागि त त्यो टुल्सहरू नै थाहा पाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ पहिले टेक्निक्स ह्युमर टेक्निक भनेर त्यो हाम्रो नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राममा गरौँला हामी नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राममा के गर्ने भनेदेखि अब मिल्यो भनेदेखि धेरै पार्टिसिपेन्ट धेरै चाहिन्छ होइन अब यो ह्युमर टेक्निक्स गर्ने र अनि लाफ्टर योगा गर्ने क्या लाफ्टर योगा पनि आज मैले सरस्वती बताइदिएँ नि त्यो गर्ने त्यो एकदमै फनी हुन्छ आफ्नो चाहिँ मैले यहाँ गरिरहेको छु अहिले मेलबर्नमा मैले पनि गरिरहेको छु एकदमै रमाइलो भइरहेको छ होइन यहाँ चाहिँ फेस टु फेस क्या अब यो अनलाइनमा चाहिँ हुँदैन कि आज जस्तो अब धेरै लाग्छ आएन आज पनि होइन खासै त्यस्तो माहौल नै बन्दैन कि आज चाहिँ माहौल नै भएन आज हो त्यो त्यसलाई चाहिँ माहौल
लाफ्टर योगाको सेसन चाहिँ मेरो विचारमा यो जुममा त्यति प्र्याक्टिकल छैन जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई
त्यही भएन
त्यो लाइभ नै हुनुपर्छ कि होइन
हुनै सक्दैन कि
ग्रुप एक्टिभिटी नै
हो
अनि मेरो विचारमा छ नि दाइ you also got to understand what's the level of like you know the sense of humor चाहिँ छ कि छैन the other party को अनि त्यो पनि थाहा हुनुपर्छ कसैको टोलरेन्स लेभल एकदम लो हुन्छ नि सानो कुरामा अफेन्ड भइदिन्छ के त्यसरी त्यो आफ्नो अडियन्सलाई हेरेर आफूले सेन्स अफ ह्युमर युज गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ क्या
त्यो पनि हुनुपर्छ हेर्नु होइन त्योमा फेरि त्यस्तै खालका टेक्निकहरू हुन्छन् कि फेरि ह्युमर टेक्निक भने एउटा मात्र त छैन नि त होइन कतिको सेन्स अफ ह्युमर कस्तो छ होइन कुन मान्छेले कसरी कुरा गर्ने कसरी घुसाउने अथवा कुन बेलामा अथवा कुन उद्देश्यको लागि भन्ने हुन्छ क्या त्यसो त अब हाँस्ने नहाँस्ने मान्छे त अब के पनि हँसाउनु सकिँदैन नि त्यो त हाँस्दै हाँस्दैनन् भनेदेखि त अब केही लागेन तर त्यस्तो मान्छे धेरै हुँदैन नि त फेरि हाँस्दै नहाँस्ने मान्छे अब त्यस्तो जहाँ पनि हुन्छ नि फेरि होइन तर नर्मली एभरेजमा के हुन्छ भनेदेखि हाँस्ने मान्छेहरू चाहिँ हुन्छन् धेरै हुन्छ इन्जोय गर्छन् होइन मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ हाँसु गर्दाखेरि अब कहीँ नि अब हाँस्दै नहाँस्ने पनि हुन्छन् अब वी क्यान डु एनिथिङ अबाउट इट होइन
स्पेसली अस्ट्रेलियन्सहरूको दे हेभ भेरी ड्राई सेन्स अफ ह्युमर नि होइन त्यो उनीहरूले कहिलेकाहीँ कस्तो जोक गरेको हुन्छ तर त्यसमा अलिअलि रेसियल टोनहरू हुनसक्छ जस्तो कि अब मलाई पहिला काममा नेपाली भने थाहा भएपछि शेर्पा भन्थ्यो होइन लाइक हुज हर्डिङ द याक ब्याक होम भनेर चाहिँ भन्थ्यो तर दे वेन्ट रेसिस्ट पिपल बट जस्ट लाइक दे वर ट्राइङ टु बी फनी होइन कहिलेकाहीँ देयर सो मेनी नेपाली इन नेप्लिज पिपल इन सिडनी हुज रनिङ द कन्ट्री ब्याक होम भनेर चाहिँ भन्थ्यो होइन यिनीहरू पनि एउटा किसिमको सेन्स अफ ह्युमर हो
खासै ह्युमरको युज भने के हुन्छ भनेदेखि टु मेक अ पोइन्ट हो क्या होइन यो स्टोरी ह्युमर भन्ने कुरा हामी जस्तो मान्छेको लागि टु मेक अ पोइन्ट क्या मान्छेलाई चाहिँ एउटा केही कुरा गर्यो होइन कुरा बुझाउनु छ है अनि फ्याट्टै ह्युमर युज गर्यो अनि मैले यो किताब यहाँ देखिरहेको छैन स्लाइड देख्नुभयो
हजुर
स्ट्रगलिङ टु कन्फिडेन्स क्राउड्स होइन मेक एम लाफ इन्स्टेड भनेर चाहिँ मैले मेरो किताब यो पेपर ब्यागमा आउँदैछ 2 हप्तामा आउँदैछ पेपर ब्यागमा आउट हुँदैछ कि यो किताब चाहिँ यो किताबमा मैले सबै कुराहरू चाहिँ एक सिचुएसन दिएर होइन अनि मैले ह्युमर टेक्निक्सको कुरा गरेँ नि सबै ह्युमर टेक्निक्सको कुरा गरिरहेको छु मैले यसमा सबै चाहिँ कुरा मात्रै एप्लाई नै गर्ने कसरी भनेर एप्लाई नै कसरी गर्ने भनेर अब तपाईँलाई प्रेजेन्टेसन दिन जानु पऱ्यो होइन कहीँ कन्फरेन्समा स्पिच दिन जानु पऱ्यो अथवा टिम मिटिङ्सहरूमा होइन जहाँ पनि एप्लिकेबल हुन्छ यो किताबमा मैले थुप्रो व्याख्या गरिरहेको छु यसमा अब 2-3 विक्समा पेपर ब्याग आउँदैछ क्या हजुर 2-3 विकमा आउँदैछ पेपर ब्याग
त्यसको इलेक्ट्रोनिक भर्जन होला नि पिडिएफ कपी किताब तपाईँले आई सेलिङ इट इट्स फ्री टु डाउनलोड मतलब
होइन यो इबुक त डाउनलोड गर्न सकिन्छ कि तर पेपर ब्याग आउँदैछ अब पेपर ब्याग आउँदैछ होइन यो मैले चाहिँ थुप्रो मेहनत गरेर लेखाएको किताब मैले चाहिँ होइन धेरै नै मेहनत गरेर लेखाएको छु म राम्रै किताब बनाउनु पर्यो भनेर क्या यसलाई यस्तो किताब निस्किया छैन नि त निस्किया छैन होइन कन्फिडेन्सको लागि भनेर तर जसलाई पनि गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ नि चाहिने किताब जसलाई पनि चाहिने किताब छ होइन कन्फिडेन्स प्रेजेन्टेसन गर्ने मान्छे को हुन्छ होइन जो पनि जान्छ अथवा मिटिङमा को हुन्छ जसलाई पनि पऱ्यो नि त तर खासमा यस्तो किताब निस्केकै थिएन र अनि मैले चाहिँ सबै अघि मैले भनेका ह्युमर टेक्निक्सहरू त्योभन्दा नि अझ बढी 10-12वटा ह्युमर टेक्निक्सहरू होइन तिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ हाउ टु एप्लाई एप्लिकेसन छ कि यो चाहिँ एकाडेमिक किताबै होइन यो एकाडेमिक बुक चाहिँ होइन मैले एकदमै इन्फर्मल ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा कन्भर्सेसनल ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा लेखाएको छु यो किताबलाई एकदमै कन्भर्सेसनल ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा एप्लिकेसन ओरिएन्टेड हो क्या यो चाहिँ।
Sure. Sure. Do you have any more questions? Maybe Pujan bhai, do you want to ask anything?
हजुरलाई छैन क्वेसन,
होइन?
but it was a nice session today. Like मेरो takeaway आज चाहिँ I need to learn how to laugh at myself and reality भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाँस्दिनँ म, हाँसेर बोल्नु पनि मन लाग्दैन अनि I'm trying to go through my I want to trying to cross my comfort zone. Like this is my second time कि कुनै वेबिनारमा भिडियो अन छ मेरो entire time है. This is my approach to cross my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So next वालीको सेसनमा पनि I look forward to attend it.
साथीहरूलाई पनि बोलाएर लिएर आउनुहोस् होइन
हुन्छ
नेक्स्ट सेसनमा। अनि फ्यामिलीहरू फ्रेन्ड्सहरू जसलाई लिएर आए पनि हुन्छ क्या।
हुन्छ
आज हामी खाएको फ्यामिलीसँग चाहिँ हाँसेर सबैजना बस्ने भन्ने थियो होइन। अब फ्यामिलीहरू पनि कोही आउनु भएन, अब पार्टिसिपेन्ट पनि कम हुनुभयो। अब यो 8-10जनामा के हाँस्नु, त्यो लाफ्टर गर्न सकिएन होइन।
Not a question, but आजको टपिक ह्युमर इन अ वर्क प्लेस भनेर छ नि, त्यो वर्क प्लेस टपिक चाहिँ किन भनेर स्पेसिफिकल्ली कि एज अ जस्ट ह्युमर इन अ जेनरल डे टु डे लाइफ यस्तो टपिक चाहिँ त्यो वर्क प्लेस चाहिँ कीवर्ड चाहिँ स्पेसिफिक।
वर्क प्लेसको त अब अलिअलि हामीले चाहिँ कुरा त गऱ्यौँ होइन। अब किनभने जम्मै वर्क प्लेसको चाहिँ उहरू छ होइन, स्ट्राटेजीहरू दियौँ हामीले होइन। अनि त्यसमाथि यो बर्नआउट, वर्क बर्नआउटको कुरा गऱ्यौँ होइन। अब त्यही हो, त्यो जनरलमा त त्यही त हो नि, बेनिफिट्सहरू वर्क प्लेसकै छ होइन। खासमा त्यो एप्लिकेसन जुन ह्युमर टेक्निक चाहिँ त्यो वर्क प्लेस रिलेटेड छ क्या धेरै जसो। त्यो आज हामीले गरेनौँ, आज हामीले गरेनौँ होइन त्यो चाहिँ।
Thank you, bhai. I think you are in the right path. You know, you got to go outside the comfort zone, okay, if you want to grow and develop, prosper. I know. So definitely, in the beginning, for introvert person like you were, I'm also an introvert. I know. It's the beginning. Once you go out of the comfort zone, it gets more normal. Okay. One thing you have to understand is people are too busy to judge you, honey. To feeling that आफ्नो मनमा निकाल्नु पर्छ कि मान्छेसँग टाइमै हुँदैन कि हामीलाई जज गर्नलाई के हैन। अनि अब भनौँ न I'm hosting this program, I might make mistakes, हैन, I may not do it so professionally. That's because I'm not a professional. Okay? I haven't been through any training. Like I'm not hosting this program on national TV. हैन, यसरी नै लिएर जानुपर्छ कि अनि तिम्रो पनि कन्फिडेन्स लेभल बढ्दै जान्छ। I think you did a good job.
इन्फ्युजिङ ह्युमर भनेको हामी कमेडी हुने भनेको होइन क्या, हँसाको हँसाइ गर्ने कमेडी भने होइन नि त। हाम्रो उद्देश्य नै होइन क्या यो प्रोग्रामको, हाम्रो यो वर्कसपको हाउ टु बी ए कमेडियन होइन नि त यसको टपिक होइन। हाउ टु युज ह्युमर, हाउ टु इन्फ्युज ह्युमर होइन, ह्युमर इन द वर्क प्लेस। अब काममा जानु हँसाको हँसाइ गर्ने कुरा आएन, काममा त काम त कामै गर्नु पर्यो नि होइन। तर स्ट्राटेजिकली कसरी चाहिँ ह्युमरलाई युज गर्ने त काममा भन्छ सकिन्छ, त्यहाँ यसको धेरै फाइदा छ भन्नु खोजेको मात्रै हो क्या।
हजुर खास यसमा अब ह्युमर मात्रै होइन कि वर्क प्लेसमा जस्तै कन्फ्लिक्ट रिजोल्युसन, टु म्यानेज पिपल होइन, टु एक्चुली सेल यर आइडियाज, ह्युमर मात्रै होइन कि यु हेभ टु युज डिप्लोमेसी के होइन। यु कुड अलवेज थिंक विन विन। हजुर
तपाईँले एकदम ठिक कुरा गर्नुभयो, किनभनेदेखि सेल यर आइडियाज भन्नु भने इभन सेल्स पर्सनलाई झन् युजफुल हुन्छ ह्युमर।
डेफिनेटली
त्यसको बारेमा किताब लेख्दैछु।
हजुर एउटा सेल्समा एउटा रुलै छ कि people will only buy from you if they know you, if they trust you, and if they like you, okay? And for you to be liked, you know, you gotta have a positive outlook, sense of humor हुनुपर्छ नि हैन।
ट्रस्ट हुनु पर्यो। अब ह्युमरले के गर्छ,
मान्छेलाई कसले मन पराउँछ?
ह्युमरले के गर्छ भनेदेखि ट्रस्ट होइन क्रिएट गरिदिनु भयो, इस्टाब्लिस गरिदिनु भएको होइन, लाइकेबिलिटी फ्याक्टर होइन, त्यो क्रिएट गरिदिनु भयो हेर्नुहोस् ह्युमरले। अनि मान्छे सेफ फिल गर्छ क्या, ट्रस्ट गरिदिनुहोस् होइन, यो मान्छेको त हँसाउने रहेछ, मान्छे राम्रै होला होइन भन्ने पर्छ अर्का बाहिरलाई क्या। त्यो कसरी गर्ने त? अनि फेरि सेल्स अब्जेक्सन भन्ने हुन्छ नि,
अँ,
मान्छे किनेर भन्छ कसले के न्यु पार्ने, कसले के न्यु पार्ने, त्यसलाई पनि फेरि यो ह्युमरले
अँ,
होइन त्यो सेल्स अब्जेक्सन हामीले चाहिँ कसरी चाहिँ हामीले एड्रेस गर्न सक्छौँ त भन्ने फेरि अर्को कुरा हुन्छ कि त्यहाँ अर्को पनि त्यो पनि फिल्ड अर्कै फिल्ड छ। त्यसमा पनि मैले त्यही सेल्स सम्बन्धी है अन्टरप्रेनरको लागि सेल्स सम्बन्धी एउटा किताब चाहिँ ड्राफ्ट गरेर आएको, त्यो पनि काम गर्दैछु त्यसमा पनि।
अनि सेन्स अफ ह्युमर इज सो इम्पोर्टेन्ट वेन यु ट्राइङ टु वाउ अ गर्ल नि होइन, केटी पठाउनलाई पनि काम लाग्छ नि सेन्स अफ ह्युमर एकदमै। केटीले धेरै जस्तो सेन्स अफ ह्युमर केटाको मन पराउँछ नि। अन्त
कति काम लाग्यो काम नलाग्ने भने त कहीँ पनि छैन नि। अनि आज भावना श्रेष्ठजीको कुरा सुनिने केही हुनुहुन्छ त?
ए भावनाजी जानुभयो जस्तो।
होइन होइन, म यही छु दाइ, म कुरा सुनेर हाँसेर बसिरहेको छु। स्पेसली रायन दाइको अहिलेको कुरा सुनेर हाँसेर बसिरहेको छु म। अनि मैले सरी एकछिन है, ल ल ल
आज जति रमाइलो हुनुपर्ने भएन क्या, पार्टिसिपेट नै भएन।
होइन ठिकै छ दाइ, रमाइलो भयो नि तपाईँले।
मेरो ऊ काममा
होइन अब ह्युमरको सम्बन्धी होइन लाफ्टर सम्बन्धी त एकदमै राम्रो हुनुपर्ने नि, एकदमै मान्छेले होइन मैले अघि भने जस्तो रोलिङ लाफ्टर एकदमै गुन्जायमान हुनुपर्ने नि त, लाइभ हुनुपर्ने जस्तो। अब यो नर्मल प्रेजेन्टेसन जस्तो क्या, सबै चुप्प।
अनि त्यो
पार्टिसिपेन्ट धेरै नभएर क्या,
हजुर
पार्टिसिपेन्ट धेरै हाँस्दै अर्को हाँसिदिन्छ।
त्यो खाना खाने जस्तै हो कि, खाना खाना मिठो मानेर खायो भने मिठो हुन्छ होइन। अब मिठै भएन भने मिठो हुँदैन कि होइन, मिठो भयो भनेर खाना खानु पर्छ नि, अनि मिठो भइहाल्छ नि होइन। ल आई थिङ्क विल जस्ट गेट मेबी फ्यु मोर क्वेसन्स अनि वी क्यान क्लोज। दिपाजी, डु यु हेभ एनी क्वेसन? I think she's busy. Maybe Rupakji, do you have any questions? Kumarji, are you there? Do you have any questions? Yeah. Yeah, I think we don't have any more questions, Kishor. Yeah, do you want to say anything in closing remarks or?
होइन तपाईँ भन्नुहोस् न, अब मैले त भनिहालेँ, यही हो कुरा होइन।
Kishor, thank you very much for your insightful presentation. I think it was quite interesting. But as you said, if we had more people in the crowd, we could have made it more interactive and we could have continued on to do the laughter yoga as well. But personally, I feel that laughter yoga is not really practical in this setting. It's got to be more like interactive in a face-to-face situation.
Yeah.
But anyway, we might do one in the near future. If that happens, then we'll definitely let you know. We'll keep you in the loop. Otherwise, I think today we discussed some really important points. In a work environment, we have to deal with different kinds of people. Some people might be very difficult to deal with. Some just want to see you fail, So to win over these people, you got to use a lot of diplomacy. And to become diplomatic, I believe that sense of humor can help you a lot. And I think that was the main point from Kishor as well, that if you inject sense of humor in your workplace, in your communication, you can win over people, you can solve problems in a more light way, without getting into conflict with anyone. And our life's really stressful sometimes, but the way to deal with our stressful life is not worry about things that we can't control. Take things lightly and laugh. And as you said earlier, it's not like we laugh because we are happy. We are happy because we laugh.
Exactly.
So so we've got to laugh so that we can be happy, and then we'll have a more peaceful, happy work life as well as family life. And another thing that Kishor Dai said was, it's gonna be like it's important to achieve work-wife balance, right? Not work-life balance, because it's very important to make your wife happy. Happy wife, happy life, right? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time. Thank you, Kishor Dai.
Thank
Let's
you.
give you a big round of applause, right?
Okay.
Yeah, thank
Ani,
you.
We'll see you again in the near future in the laughter yoga and other programs. Right, Alan?
Yeah, in future, we might do laughter techniques,
Yep.
the laughter techniques we just talked about. Yeah, so we can
Sure.
do that. If not laughter yoga, and then maybe in Sydney or Melbourne, we can do laughter yoga as well.
Sure, definitely. One thing that you might know already, NRNA now has a physical office in Sydney. The office is located in Maryland. So we can do a physical face-to-face event in that office in the near future, So maybe when you come down to Sydney, we can plan a laughter yoga session there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dai.
Sounds good.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ryan Dai. Thank you, Kishor Dai.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.